Yay! All right, here we are. What's say, Will? How you doing? I think this hat's lopsided. Oh, Riley, what's up, man? What you doing today? Will, you having a bad day? What's wrong, man? I'm running a little late today. I had work late tonight. Family issues. I got you. Making calls and watching me. All right. Well, I can appreciate that. Family issues, yeah. It's family, bub. You choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. But I'm quite sure it'll all work out in the end. I'm hoping Billy from SoFlo comes up tonight. Let me see if I can't. He's not active. Craig, how you doing? Yeah, you getting your puppy this fall? Yeah, I'm hoping so too. Craig, I don't know if you watched it yet or not, but I do got Bougie at least retrieving back to hand on land anyway. Got to retrieve him in water. Just got to mess with her a little bit. Charles, how you doing? I think she's in there aggravating my wife right now. Oh. Riley, what kind of calls you making tonight? Anything in particular? Yeah, we're doing good, Charles. Just working every day and working the puppy and doing stuff around the house. Really haven't had time for much more. I did go out shooting Saturday. Making a stupid. I think I pigeonholed myself. Well, I'm still waiting on them. I got you. Golly Ripple, how you doing? How you doing tonight? Oh, it has been. It was a day today, boys. I tell you, Mondays are. I don't know. I may have to start changing my my live streams from Monday to another day because at work is Monday. We're finding out Monday is our biggest. It is by far the busiest. RD, what's up? You want to get up here with me? I'd invite Riley, but I think he's making duck calls right now. I don't want to stop him making duck calls. He's got to make the money. But yeah, Mondays are getting busier and busier. I don't have a shirt on. Well, dang, Bo, go put a shirt on. Well, come on up here, Riley. I'm going to send you an invite. I'm going to send an invite. RD, you too. Hoping Billy comes up tonight. We were talking earlier. Found a new decoy. I don't know how new it is. It's new for me. The first time I've seen it was today. And he was supposed to get some more information on it. Well, bud, maybe one day this year we'll try to do something. I don't know how good it'll be. Laura the Explorer, how you doing? How are you doing? Long time no see. You I know you catching fish. All right, man, I got you. Well, unless you got a YouTube channel, that's the only way I let people come in that got YouTube channels or somebody who I know and have been with. Other than that, I mean, it's just I got to be very, very careful, Will, on who I bring up. Sorry about that, but it's just one of those things. There he is, Rilo.
Hey, what's going on, Matt?
What's going on, buddy?
Just sitting here in the. Yeah, I'm taking a break. These things are about to drive me half crazy.
Well, for those, I know a lot of people in here, they've probably seen you in the chat room, maybe heard us talk about the hammerhead, but you got one that you can show real quick?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Everyone, please forgive this mess. I actually make duck calls.
Yeah, he does. You gotta put your ears back in.
Hold on, hold on a second. Let me get my lighting. I'm real fancy. Hold on a second.
All right, buddy.
There we go. So that is one of the hammerheads. It's four different woods, 5 different pieces. A traditional J-frame duck call is only 2 pieces, and I'm one of those people that over-engineer crap and pay for it later, and this is actually 5 pieces.
That's what I wanted everybody to see. Hang on, RD. I'll let you know in a second. I want y'all to show that back up. Show that close up again. All right, guys. I want you to look at this reed system. This is called the Hammerhead reed, and he's the only one that makes these, and it sounds unbelievable. I'm waiting on mine to get here.
So this, for everyone that doesn't know, that isn't familiar with Louisiana's and just have J-frames. So that's a traditional Louisiana. It's a 1/2 inch. The problem with the 1/2 inch Louisiana is it's real tinny and you can't get the bottom. I mean, anyone that's blown a DR85, they adjust them and they have to crack them and all that good stuff to get rattle in them. But I put a 3/4 hammer at the end of it to get it deeper. And I'm still tuning this, or I would pipe out. Plus, I don't know if you can hear sound files through this. Can you? Can you hear duck calls?
Yeah, go ahead.
Still needs to be tuned deeper. That's why I took a break. These things drive me crazy.
RD is wanting to know where you're from.
Indiana. So you're actually wanting a 3-reeded version of this and tuned deep, don't you?
Yeah. I want to tone deep.
Yep. Could you hear that duck call?
Yeah.
This is my new wedge call. Check that out. So I wish I could make more of these, but everyone wants these. So like I said, I pigeonholed myself. I don't know what I was thinking.
Now, they're good. They're a great sounding call. I mean, I was on one of your podcasts, last year? And man, I heard that call for the first time, and I almost, I want one. It's just that simple.
I know it's one of those things where I'm the only person making them, so I've got people that just want those, so I've got a line of them. But as soon as I get, so I don't know if you saw the picture, but this is one of a set of 5, and I've got to finish up the teal calls as well. You were interested in one of the teal calls too, weren't you?
Yeah. Just to have, I love calls, man. Nothing else. I get them, I collect them, just like you do,
yeah.
I love collecting. That's one of my things. I just love collecting them.
Trying to think if I have any of my, I have calls. I have collector calls everywhere. Hold on a second. I've got calls all through my shop. Here's a guy that just moved from Louisiana to South Carolina, Joey D'Amico's area. This is a Ken Campbell. Really nice, pretty call made out of olive wood. Yeah. One of the people I've met in the community and through the podcast.
Does that olive wood, does it have the I call it the smell. It has that olive wood smell to it.
Yeah, it smells like olive oil.
Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, this is an olive as well.
Yep.
Now, unfortunately, the guy he put a, he doesn't make his own tone board, so it's a
echo.
It looks like an echo to me, but
yeah.
Now, this one's out of tune bad. I bought it. The only reason I bought it was because of the wood. I figured,
Mm-hmm.
heck, I said, not sure if I'll ever blow it or use it while I'm duck hunting, but it's just unusual. You don't see too many olive wood calls. I mean, at least I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. You could always send that to me and I can throw an insert in for you.
Yeah.
I have had people do that. They're like, can you make me a call? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, I've got a barrel. Here, I'll send you the barrel. You stick an insert in it. So I've done that a couple times.
Yeah, this one doesn't even sound right. I can't even blow it.
Do you put a lot of voice inflection in a call? Like a single read?
This happens to be a double read, but I just have a lot of air. So to try to tone it down, it's really hard for me to. If the call is too easy to blow, I can't blow them. I mean, it's just that simple.
Yeah, you like cut downs, don't you?
Yeah, I'm breaking the reed bad.
Oh, so it's sticking because you're putting too much air in it?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to have to tune your hammerhead very open, like a cut dam.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm up here. Who was asking? I'm just up here in Indiana where there's no ducks. Used to be ducks up here back in, the 1800s with Kankakee? But then people decided to make it all into farmland, and now it's, there's nothing here. I just chase woodies in the early season. That's about it. Or geese late season.
Yep. Well, tell everybody how if they're looking to get one of your calls, or do you have a website, or is it Facebook? Where can they find you at?
Yeah, so I'm on RiloGameCalls.com. You can find the calls there. So everything, because I had so many of these hammerhead orders, I literally had to put everything out of stock. But there's a comment section in the bottom. You can say, hey, I want a duck call, or I want a wedge duck call. I like the sound of that, or I like, God forbid, they want a hammerhead, or a wood duck call, or a teal call, or I mean, there's a lot of calls I make that aren't up there. So if you're looking for anything specific, get with me. I do a lot of inlays, and I can send you pictures and all that cool stuff. And you can also find me on Facebook. And if you want to hear a bunch of duck call makers chat, check out Rilo's Quack Chat podcast. Matt's been on it, and near season, maybe I can get you back on there again. That was a fun time.
Yeah, well, we had a great time. It's Rilo's.
We could have kept talking.
It's Rilo's podcast.
What, for the podcast?
Yeah.
Rilo's Quack Chat. RYLOHS Quack Chat. Yep. And then the website is RiloGameCalls.com. And like I said, if you're looking for anything specific, go to the bottom. There will be a comment section. Just put it in there. And then I'll check those, or just message me on Facebook. That's usually the easiest way. So,
okay. Hang on 1 second. Let's see if I can do this again.
Did what's his name get a shirt on?
I don't know if he did or not. I know he said he was doing a paper, but Billy is here from SoFlo, and he was going to come up. Billy, I just put the invite in the chat. Real quick, Jeff, hey, how you doing, buddy? Glad to see you. Frontier Survival, Heath, Frontier Survival, hey, how's it going? RD says, LOL, no, he ain't got a shirt on, so I doubt he's coming. But Billy ought to be up here in a minute.
Cool.
We came across a new decoy. We're going to talk about that.
Ooh, tell me more real quick. Just give me a little snippet.
I'm waiting on Billy.
So both of you came across it?
Yeah, literally. Hey, Billy.
What's up?
Billy Riley up above you.
What's up, Riley?
Hey, Billy.
So yeah, I was on TikTok earlier looking, just taking a break from work, and I came across a video, and Billy came across a video, the same video, and at the same time we shared it to each other. Literally, I was getting the video he shared, he was getting the video I shared. But I'm trying to, what was it called? The chatter?
Yeah, chatter duck.
Chatter duck.
Yep.
Were you able to get a hold of the guy?
Yeah. Really cool guy.
So Billy, take it away.
Yeah, so chatter duck is new-ish, I would say, decoy company. They make a motorized decoy that makes a sound like a feeding duck call that is connected inside of the duck. And it's classified as a motorized through federal regulations. When I was talking to Paul, the owner of the company, he was saying that he actually got the federal okay from them. So I was like, okay. And it is classified as a motorized. So, like, I think it was in Missouri, he was saying they cannot have them there. But they're allowed in Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Arkansas, a couple other states. And so what it is just like how I was explaining to you, Matt. It's a bleat call.
Like a inside call, a can call.
The can call.
Right.
It's inside of it, but it's spring loaded. So whenever the mechanism of the wings flap, it pushes that can up and down, so it makes the chatter call. So it's technically not considered an e-caller, because what an e-caller is classified is a pre-recorded call, like a duck call or something like that. So it's still considered on the gray side, but it's allowed, pretty much. Pretty cool idea, though. He's like, yeah, man.
I think it's a cool idea. I'm on that gray fine line of it being. I realize it's not an e-caller. I understand that, but it's a call inside of a decoy that when the call moves. Oh, okay.
If you share the screen share. So that's your.
I'm trying.
Your call. Yeah, you got it. So that's your decoy. It's on a.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is.
See it now? Gotcha. So that's your.
There we go.
It's got a little. So these go down. They splash the water and give little movements of the wings. They're kind of like paper wings that are connected to these little stilts. The stilts go down into the water, splash the water around. And then this is your little bleat call that's inside of the actual frame of the duck. You got your little wings, connectors, your little fob to go on and off with your settings. It's one is consistent. You can have like different lengths of time of how it's run. You can have in sequence, you can have continuous and stuff like that, what he was saying.
Yeah. Hang on a second. We got some people. RD is saying, please say South Carolina. RD says, please send that video later. I will. It looks like a canned deer call. Yeah, it looks like a little bleat call, a little canned bleat call.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Did you have the video where he was actually where it was actually doing its thing?
Give me a second.
I'm so conflicted right now.
Isn't it? I am. I know what Paul told you, Billy, and I understand what he's saying. But it's like you're sitting on the top of a piece of string right now.
What he was saying is because the rules are so vague. Even like down here in Florida, it's not a pre-recorded call, and that's what an e-caller is. It's not pre-recorded, so this can make different sounds whenever it wants. You know what I mean? So it would be considered mechanical, which it is, and that's allowed. So a mechanical call in certain areas aren't allowed. Like in, I think he was saying Missouri, you're not allowed to have a mechanical call. I think. Need touchback. But he said he would come up one of these days. He just got back from hanging out with the nephews and nieces and stuff like that, so he was a little bit beat. But yeah, he said he would eventually make it.
Well, if you talk to him again, give him my phone number.
Definitely.
And we'll have
I mean, I'll give you his number in a little bit.
Okay.
Or whatever. But yeah, man, he pretty cool dude. He hasn't been hunting too long, about like 12 years or something like that, he was saying, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, man, there's got to be a better way to blow a call and pull your jerk string and shoot the ducks all at the same time.
I don't know how to get videos to pop up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play.
Give me a second. Here,
yeah, you're the computer guru here.
Let's see.
But I want y'all to see this thing.
Oh, what's going on?
Listen, if y'all got friends, man, y'all might want to go ahead and give them a push on the Facebook or call them and tell them to get up here, man, because we're showing something that's just I've never seen anything like it. I mean, and Riley's over there going, I don't know.
Oh, I have my opinions.
Well, I just don't. I wouldn't play it. Well, go ahead and share it or make it visible.
As a duck hunter, I'm freaking out right now. Like, I'm excited.
Well,
but as a call maker, I'm also, like, conflicted. Oh, so there it is.
Yeah, that's your decoy. I'm not going to play any sound or anything like that because I don't want it to be copyrighted or whatever. So there's your little decoys. I wish we could hear the sound, but I don't want to get a copyright strike for you, Matt, or anything like that. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much your setup. Pretty nifty little setup, I think.
RD went and found him a shirt after he heard about this.
I just want to know what that is. I mean,
when they're sitting there, they're like, I guess.
Yeah.
See, let's see.
Yeah, it's a very.
See if the sound will play real quick for this last part. Did you hear that?
Go ahead and play it. I don't care.
Well, does it play?
No.
Huh. I wonder why. There's no sound on that. But I hear it. And it sounds like you're like chattering. They're in their little fee call or whatever.
Yeah, but it's a mechanical chatter. What I heard was a mechanical chatter. And I don't know any other way how to explain that.
Here, let's see if I can pull it up. And this is a little jerry rig here, but let's see if I'll pull it up here on my phone. Let's see if you can hear it through my mic.
Real quick, RD, that's Billy. That's Billy
RD
beside you. And Riley up above you, Hoosier Outdoorsman. He's a duck call maker.
Hey, RD.
Hey,
RD
man,
Reynolds,
Okay, so let's see if we can hear this.
This is what to do.
I don't like it.
Nope.
Well, I mean, it's hard to
I don't
tell.
like it.
It's hard to
Sounds
tell.
like frogs just went through puberty.
I mean, we might have to buy a new koi, to test it out, actually, you know what I mean? Or get them to throw us, like a,
Hook a brother up.
type of deal, see what it really sounds like in person.
$200.
Yeah.
I mean, it costs
well,
$200.
200,
There's
I
a lot
thought
of
it was,
engineering into
That
it.
one
I mean,
time.
if you go to his YouTube channel, which is Chatterduck, just type in Chatterduck in YouTube. You can watch that, and you can see a lot of engineering went into this. It's just the sound that it makes. Like I said, to me it sounded mechanical. I don't. To y'all, is that what it sounded like to y'all?
It sounded more like a chipmunk. Like it was like way too fast.
They need to change the timing on each one of them to make them distinct to where they actually have breaks.
Yeah.
And they sound realistic.
Yeah.
Pulsing, just pulse it.
Well, that's what the fob is for. You can do.
Really?
Yeah. You can change because the flapping of the wings make it shake up and down. So with the fob, you can change. Well, no, that's the only thing. You can make them do different variable timings and stuff like that.
Okay. Cool.
So you can start one a little bit earlier and one a little bit later, and then they'll do its thing, supposedly.
Right.
I think I redact my statement of.
And Charles is saying, "Don't worry."
I redact my statement of in South Carolina.
You were.
I mean, hey, you never know, dude. Like, plus microphones don't do it justice. You know what I mean? So you can't really tell what it sounds like in person.
Maybe version 2.0 would be better.
Maybe. I mean, the one video me and Matt sent each other, it sounded not too bad. I mean, I thought it sounded kind of like a feed call.
To me, well, like I told you, I didn't like it because it sounded mechanical to me. It just sounded, it wasn't that, like Raleigh said, it wasn't, it needed a break in there. It's just a constant, and it just, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
that
if it
was
in person,
that's one of the older
out
ones.
in the open water. So, yeah.
Yeah, but that's us hearing it. You get a duck from 100 yards away, it's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're talking about.
Sorry, Matt.
Don't worry, salt water will eat it up in a few hours. That's all right. They're saying that salt water will eat it up in a few hours anyway.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It's just hard to keep anything in salt water.
See one in person.
Yeah, so he's gonna be, but you gotta start. He's gonna start selling them at Rogers. What's that other one? Max Perry Wings, I guess. They're gonna start selling them up there. So I guess he's doing all right.
Well, it only takes one person to design something like that, and then others will follow and improve it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it just took somebody to go through all the paperwork to make it mechanically sound and see that people buy it, and then the other ones will jump on the bandwagon.
Definitely, 100%. Next big thing always comes out. And it's just a copy of a re-engineered other piece of person's property. That's all it is.
Yep. Mojo versus Lucky Duck.
Mark J. Larson, welcome.
What's up, Mark J? Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. You know, Lucky Duck and Mojo, pretty much the same exact thing, but different wings. And now, like how Mojo has them like feathered wings, I guess you would call it, like that printed wings or whatever that look like kind of like Lucky Duck wings.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And now I see the one where they have like the cams on the wings. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Where it has like the feet that go down, like you put like the Mojo like close to the water, and the feet kind of just go up and down on the cam and splash the water.
Yeah.
So there's always room for improvement on something.
I lost a Mojo last year.
I still need to see it.
What was that, RD?
I said I lost a Mojo last year. The pole fell over and it went and it looked like the Titanic, just like slow. I couldn't get to it fast enough, and it just was slow motion. It hit
Jack.
I wouldn't let go.
But you let it go, man. You had enough room on the on the door for two.
There was enough room for two.
Lord.
That wouldn't have made for a good movie, though.
But the sinking of the Mojo.
No, that would have been. That would have
Yeah,
been.
I want to see it up. Yeah. If you'd have got that on video and then had the Titanic music behind it, yeah. We may have to stage that video.
How long till you guys think ducks will get used to this decoy? 2 years?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because he was saying he's been shooting birds in Arkansas with them, late season Arkansas birds, no colony, just using that. So I mean,
A little bit of mallards we see in South Carolina.
We're
Might not get used to it.
I don't know. We're in Arkansas. You can't be hunting public land because you can't have a mechanical.
Private only.
I don't think you can have a mechanical decoy on public.
Yeah, only in private.
Okay. How many is he putting out?
I did not ask that. Yeah, I didn't ask that question. I mean, if you're putting out 2 dozen, that's going to be getting a little pricey there. But I would imagine like maybe 2 or 3 or 4, maybe. I mean, still a little on the pricey side, but I know some of them guys that are hunting snows, they have 12 dozen full bodies, you know.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes even more than that.
Yeah.
Craig's gonna say he's stick with his duck calls. Yeah, I mean these things are what, $199 a piece, so $200 for one.
Are they $199? I thought it was $119.
That's said on your.
Oh, I didn't
No, I
realize. Yeah, $199. Ouch.
Yeah, that's a little tough.
What are
It,
Lucky Ducks? What, like $70, $80 maybe?
They've gone up.
Yeah, they going up.
Oh, okay. Well, everything's going up, but
Flashbacks have come down though.
I think they like 150, 180 now.
jeez.
One with like the remote.
Yeah,
Oh.
the Hidgen, the crazy kicker, whatever, like the butt one. That's 167. So
What about the flashback?
I got 13 Mojos in my shed. And I probably don't use, but maybe one or two a year.
those are all
three
just in
times a year.
casers. Those are all just in casers. If the other one fails, you got the
Oh,
other
they're
one,
just
right?
in casers, man. Yeah, I
One
guess
of
that's what you
go
call it.
down. One's gonna go down like the Titanic.
One gets shot, you know.
I just don't use. I mean, I just prefer a jerk string. For as far as motion goes, but I mean, you know, I got friends of mine who swear by the kickers and the splashers and the flippers and the floppers and all that. You know,
Yeah, I have water duck.
so what are y'all in?
They're decoys. I like them.
Water duck,
Wonder.
wonder duck.
Yeah. I like them. You saw that, right?
Hey Jay, how you doing? The wonder duck, yeah,
Yeah, you saw the ones I have.
I got one.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
I mean, I used it and it seemed like it brought birds in. So, but hey, you know,
Until I show up.
yeah, and then they're always landing 200 yards away from us. You see them, but you can't get to them.
Hey, them new ball shells, they hit them at 200.
Can hit the moon if you lead it right, you know.
That's right.
It ain't sky blasting if you hit them.
We were waiting on that. That weekend, me and Billy were waiting on that balloon to come flying over.
Yeah, the Chinese spy balloon.
We were waiting. They got to South Carolina and we took it out. They said it was an F-15 or F-21 Raptor or whatever it was. No, sir. That was a redneck with a 30-06.
You know that thing got shot.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some guy out there trying it.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe in Bigfoot. He'd be shot
So,
by now with all the rednecks
all
around here. Hence why the Goat Man
I
got
believe
shot
Bigfoot.
up here.
So I'm wondering about you guys in chat who saw that video that we played earlier. What do y'all think? I know that Craig said he's going to stick with his duck calls, but for those that are in chat, if y'all saw it, let me know what you think. All right, Greg, I got it. But I don't know, Billy. I'm still up in the air. I don't like the sound that it makes. I like the movement. I'm just not sure about the sound
Yeah.
and how really legal it is.
Imagine explaining that to Mr. Green Pants the first time he sees it.
Just don't turn it on. Just don't turn it on. And plus, he says you can take the call out of it, so you can use it still as a motion decoy. because it's just sitting there.
Mark
That's
J
like
didn't see it.
he has another mechanical thing for deer calling, and it's the bleat. So if you're in the tree stand, you put it down below, closer to ground level, and it'll turn it for you. And he says, usually in the air, the deer know exactly where you're at, then they won't come in with 100 yards. But if they're on the ground, they'll come right up to that sound trying to find it, and they'll get closer. That's what he was saying.
Well, it makes sense. I never seen a deer fly except for Rudolph.
That's a reindeer, though. It's a little different type.
Well, they sell reindeer insurance here. If you get a chance, Bill, if you can pull it back up again. Like Mark said, he didn't see it, and does anybody else in here didn't see it?
Okay, give me a second.
We might just keep this on a continuous loop. Whoever shows back up.
So this is the video. So that's your motion. Let's see. There you go. Explaining how it goes. Put the decoy, the collar in, and let's see.
Hey, Anti, how you doing?
And then that's your motion.
That looks like that would get tore up in a blind bag or a decoy bag.
I don't know. I mean, I got the motion, the light movement of the wings. My whole thing is just the sound that it makes. It's very mechanical sounding. And like Riley said earlier, it needs a pause in there because it's just, it's a constant. I don't know.
Well, I think it would also be a case of match your hats, right? You and I aren't going to use them in South Carolina or Indiana. We just don't have enough ducks here.
But see, that's the thing. Like when I was sitting next to if I pull SCA permits, Matt will see. Dude, there had to be I don't know, 2,000 teal sitting in a pond over where we couldn't hunt, and dude, that's all it sounded like. And I'm like, dude, it sounds like a crap ton of birds just sitting on the water, making a whole bunch of noise. I know Matt definitely heard a big group of birds doing all kinds of hooting and hollering on the water, but I mean, to me, it sounds relatively close.
Yeah, I talked to a pro guide in Texas one time, and he told me what his big secret was to killing ducks on rice fields in Texas. And he said he will literally set up 400 ducks in one area and have mojos and all this crap all over these decoys. And then he said him and his group will go down about 300 yards and put 4 decoys out. And he said they'll shoot their limits.
Yeah.
He said they'll, because all the time they had all that crap out, they kept going to the pockets. So they just put it out and went straight to the pockets and put a couple decoys out and matched the hatch, made it realistic.
Yeah, you just take a handful of decoys and that's it.
Yeah.
It all depends on the area you're hunting too, you know what I mean?
Now,
if you're hunting,
you're getting new birds in every day. You know, if there's a good front, you're getting new birds every day. Yeah, you know, you can have. It doesn't matter what you have; they're coming. You know,
yeah,
you can be a
black 2-liter bottle,
bad duck caller, and if you got new birds every day, yeah. But
I think. Go ahead.
I mean, there's no way that I could. I mean, I can't afford it anyway. But even if I could, I wouldn't have no more than 2 out there.
Yeah,
Even
that's just like running mojos, man.
Big, you know, yeah.
You don't want to overdo it with the mojos. And then, like later on in the season, I mean, especially for us, like, I know you guys, you probably experienced it, but, like, for us down here, everything gets shot at. We're the last to get birds. And so, like, midway through the season, unless if they're really fresh birds, I mean, they're flaring on the mojos, like, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what it kind of sounds like? It sounds like the Scotch call that looks like the plumber.
Yeah. The old mule stick. I'm being nice.
Yeah.
Stick. Oh, man.
Oh, God. Just shake it around a couple times there, Matt.
That's right.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, I would give it a try. I really would. Because I like trying new things.
Yeah. You try it once.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make you, kind of funny if you try it once. So you try it twice or 3 times, you might go to the dark side.
You might. But
it'd be like I bought. Try it one day and sold it the next.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the problem is public ground. I've never heard people say or yell at you, call more. I've heard, shut the heck up. What's wrong with you? You shut up. We've heard that a couple times, getting all call happy.
Yeah, there's sometimes you just got to put calls in your back pocket.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Can you I know we got some new people in here, but your call that you're building, the Hammerhead, which I'm very intrigued with. I know we talked about it earlier when we first started, but can you just show people this call again?
Oh, there it is. So that's a 1/2-inch stem down here with the 3/4 hammer at the end.
Now that one is tuned real light, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tuned very light. Some people like them high, some people like them low. Of course, when I tune yours, it's going to be barky. So it's kind of, I've heard people say it's kind of like a Louisiana cut down when I make them low. I also, they use, because you've got that area of reed you've got 3/4 of reed, so I had to make it heavier so it's pushing a 14,000th reed, like a cut down. And when you're doing that, it's also giving, I think we did a decibel check and it was at 119 decibels, which a Mondo I think was 116 when we checked it. So if I can keep that consistent, that would be something to keep after for sure.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
can you hold the call back up again? So on
The
your
call or
call,
the tone board?
So you got a lanyard loop at the tone board.
What, Matt?
Is there
Why
another
don't you?
lanyard groove above it?
What, Matt?
Right
why don't
here
you
and down here.
blow Raleigh up to showcase the whole screen? You know what I mean?
How do I do that?
Down below the video.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just trying to remember how to do it.
There you go.
All right, where are you wanting to look at?
There you
Been
go.
trying to get everything right on here.
All right,
So yeah,
you've
there's
got
a lanyard group here. Yeah.
And a
Go
lanyard
ahead.
groove. So you got one on the tone board, you got one on the insert, and you have a lanyard groove on the barrel. That's what I'm looking at.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And that's really
now
just
that I
for
got
looks.
you bigger. Yeah, I wanted people to get a really good look at that insert. There we go.
That's
so for the triple reed, I actually do a roach cut where the second reed will come out this way and the third reed will come out that way. It looks like roach wings. And those are two 10,000s up on top of a 14,000, so it's pretty crazy. Yep. Over engineering.
I haven't even heard of anybody talking about triple reed.
There's not a lot of triple reed makers. Jensen, Duck Commander, Dagon. He's a pro caller. I'll think of his name later, and then I make the triple reeded hammerhead. So, yep. As 3/4. So that's the 3/4 kind of gives it that old real foot top end. Like I said, still tuning. So, still tuning on them, but I'll get there. Takes a while to tune these suckers. I don't know what I was thinking when I made the thing, honestly. Just wanted to be different. You guys still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Yep.
Looks good. Sounds good. I like it.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get everybody back in the panels.
Old man in the technology.
We lost.
I don't even know how I got into it. I don't even know how I blew him up. I mean, I just started pushing buttons and boom, there he was, and then I was trying to get him back down, and now, oh well. Hey Tina, how you doing?
But Matt, I gotta get on out of here. The wife wants to watch some TV and hang out for a little bit.
Brother. I appreciate you.
You know,
I appreciate you coming up and showing everybody that new decoy.
Yeah.
That we found. It's kind of interesting. It's an interesting concept, and I guess we just have to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can get a hold of them and get them to send us one or something like that, you know? Maybe, you never know.
Or if nothing else, just come up on panel and kind of give us a better overview.
I think we would have to patch them in through pretty much a phone call or something. So maybe,
Okay.
I don't know how that would go. But yeah, we could probably figure something out. He said he was more than willing to come in a couple weeks from now or something like that, whenever he gets a little bit of time, because he's running
Okay,
all
hang
over
on.
the U.S. right now.
Always wondered about them.
Hang on one second. Hang on one second. Let me answer this real quick. Anti-Rollo game calls. That's Rollo up there. He was showing the duck call. I typed in his website and his podcast name. I can do it again if that'll help you. But it wasn't put in the chat. He doesn't. You don't have a YouTube channel, do you?
Who's your
Riley?
outdoorsman?
Who's your outdoorsman YouTube?
Yep.
There you go. Yep. Does that help you out, Anti? Anyway, Billy, I know you got to leave.
Yep.
Sorry I kept you for just a few minutes.
It's all right.
I'm having one of those days.
Everybody,
I can only do one thing at a time right now.
Well,
take care,
all right,
Billy.
guys. It was nice meeting you, Raleigh and RD.
Nice meeting you.
You know, well, keep on keeping on, I guess. You guys have a good one. Everybody in the chat, have a good evening.
You too.
Later.
Give me a call, Billy, when you get a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
Later.
Definitely. Later.
Talking about them.
Okay.
You know them old timey wind up devices that had the little bumps, and when it go across the bump, it would make the noise. I always wondered, like, that could be some way to make that mechanically of just a constant duck call.
Yeah, but here, and not because Raleigh is in here, and I'm not saying it's just because he's in here, but I have, I'm not saying issues. I guess I'm just old fashioned that I want to blow on a duck call. You know, the old shakers. I mean, that's one thing. You know, but I just like the old school blowing on a duck call. That's my thing. I mean, I'm interested in all calls, no matter what, but anything waterfowl related. But that's just the way I am. I just like blowing on duck calls.
Hence the stack of them back behind you there.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all can see if I can turn this. There they are right there.
Nice.
Yeah, but did Riley get to see that duck decoy that had the hose that your friends got?
Yeah.
Yep, the pump quacks. Yeah, I saw it.
That's
yeah.
That's pretty creative.
Yeah.
I think Raleigh was the first shit. Hope I come back. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay. Okay. All right. Nobody touch my computer.
Your internet and hyper boost.
Internet's doing something stupid.
Riley was the first what?
You were the first person I showed that decoy to. I do believe
Yes.
before I even posted it.
Yep. The bellow pump decoy.
Yeah.
And that goes to show duck hunters, even back then, were all about the next coolest thing and what, tinkering with crap, trying to make something new. So that's why I'm so torn apart on this decoy.
Right.
So
stop pushing buttons.
You know what I think about the decoy? Just personal opinion. Totally honest.
I want to hear it.
What's the one story I hear on my podcast all the time? All the time. When I was a little kid, I went to the blind with Dad and Grandpa, and I got in there, and they handed me my first Jensen or my first Olt, and they said, "Oh, you put that away," and I couldn't really call, but I made a noise, and a duck came in. How many that when you go in and you're like, just sit there, shut up, the decoy will make the noise?
Right.
I mean, that's not the stories you hear from these people, but I get it. Duck hunters like their gizmos. I mean, I've got a lucky duck. I don't use it a lot because it flares a lot of birds up here. That's the other thing. I think it'll start flaring birds. Birds get used to so many things.
I tell you that lucky duck dove really works though.
Yeah, it'll work for teal too.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I guess I'm just old fashioned when it comes to calling ducks. I think it's a neat idea. I'd like to have it in my hand. I'd like to see how it works. I'd like to, put it out there and listen to it. But I am kind of old fashioned when it comes to calling ducks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it might pretty ducky in the timbers of the marsh, the Santee up in there, all them trees.
It might. It might.
It might be. They'd be like, "What in the world is that noise?" and have to fly down to see what it is.
If there's any to fly down into.
Swoop below the trees. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea.
Bad idea.
Yeah. I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see.
Yep.
It will either be the next Remington flapper decoy or it'll be the next Mojo. You remember those Remington flappers?
Yep.
Had the wings on the back and the went up and down like this?
Yep.
Yeah. Didn't attract anything?
Or could be, what was you remember the decoy covers that was photo printed, had ducks on it?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what they were called, but you take it's like a bikini, it's like a bathing suit, and you put it over the body, and then you have one for the head, and you slide it over, and it looked just like a mallard duck. I mean, it was a photographic picture on that. Yeah, I bought those. They didn't work. I've tried. I saw somebody one time. They had like feathers, and it's like a little harness, and you'd put it around the decoy, and the feathers would do like this in the wind. Seen that? Didn't last. Cherokee decoys, the blow ups.
Yeah.
Remember those? I ordered about
10
dozen of those things. They were like, you could get them from Walmart for like out of season for like $5 a dozen. And I ordered about 10 dozen of them things. And they lasted about a half a season. They get shot up and sink. Or somebody punch a hole in it, step on it.
I don't think there's been an uglier decoy.
No. I do know that they sponsored Phil Robinson one time, and he used them and for like one video series, and then you never saw them again.
Because they were all at the bottom of the swamp.
Yep, like beach toys.
I heard he's not afraid to water swat. What are your guys' feelings on water swatting?
I will absolutely shoot them on the water.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll shoot right in front of them so it ricochets up into them. Yeah, I ain't got a problem with water swatting. I might be from South Carolina, but I'll Arkansas the crap out of them.
Yeah. With as little birds as we get, when we get our opportunities, we take it.
Absolutely.
Where are you at?
Right below Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Like my city bumps up to Charlotte, North Carolina, but I'm in South Carolina.
Okay. So you don't have a lot of ducks to talk about, Same up here with Indiana.
Mark J. Larson just posted in the chat that he's going to do a live 2000 supporter giveaway soon. He's just been real busy. So if y'all are not following Mark, I know everybody in chat is, but if somebody's not following Mark J. Larson, he's going to be having a 2000 supporter giveaway soon. Cool beans.
I just need 4 more to get to 1,000. I've been holding on 4 for like a week.
A week?
A week. I just create my own accounts. Not that dedicated.
I think I'm going to come out with some videos on how to make duck calls in 15 minutes and then just build a how to make duck call series.
That sounds like a winner.
Be the Bob Ross of duck calls.
The making them probably ain't the hard part. It's the tuning it probably be the worst part.
There's a learning curve, man. Let me grab this. The length of this, the length of the barrel, the length of the insert, the length of the reed, all that determines what it's going to sound like. The exhaust, hold on. The exhaust here, how much I open that up, that determines a lot. And then your big monster is that slope right there. If you get that off just a little bit or you over sand it, and then your tone channel, if you over sand that tone board, that slope, you're done. Throw it away. It's firewood. But there's little tips and tricks I can teach people if I do a little Bob Ross duck call series. I'll have to get the afro and everything.
There you go.
Happy little duck calls here.
I was going to say the same thing. Happy little duck calls. We're going to put a little happy little duck call over here and a happy little duck call over here.
Now, kids, what we do is we use these to lure ducks into their imminent deaths.
Or we use it to scare them away. Depends on who's using the call.
Or get the cops called on us by the neighbors because we keep calling it outside at 12 o'clock at night.
Yep. I think one of my neighbors got mad at me today. I was blowing a whistle outside for Bougie, and I heard her over there fussing.
I mean, there's science behind it. Ducks become nocturnal. I mean, you can argue that fact with cops.
You can probably argue anything with them.
Yeah, just the outcome may be different. I don't know.
All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up with some of the. Jeff says, swat him if you got him. Yes, sir. So you're 4 away. I am 50 away from 2,000 as of today. I've been stuck, man. I need to get 50 more. Oh.
From 2,000?
Yep. I need 50 to get 2,000. Yep. It never fails. I'll put a short out and I'll get 2 or 3 out of that short. But I don't get the views. So.
Yeah, my buddy George Canitas from the New Hunter's Guide. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Yep.
He did all the Boss shot shell testing with ballistics gel and all that stuff. He just by those videos, man, he just got people just subscribed just to see how Boss would stack up against Kent and Winchester and all these other ammos.
I ain't got that kind of money.
I watched him. Yeah, them ballistics ain't cheap.
Nope.
You guys still shooting steel?
No, I'm shooting Boss.
Are you shooting Boss?
Yep.
Yeah.
Them new war chiefs are pretty nasty. Did you see the new Boss email that came out today?
No, I didn't.
They got a new Boss program, a yearly subscription. It's going to be all kind of perks. It's $150. You got 1 free box. I think $60 off on a new war chief, or free money bag, some other stuff. There was a whole list of perks that came along with research and development, any kind of new shells you got, like samples of the new shells. I think I may have
unless they start producing more 16 gauges, I'm out.
You got a Sweet 16?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
Got the new one.
I feel say he's got more than one.
They came out with a new one? Yo, that's
Yeah.
right. I watched. Yeah, that's right. 2 weeks ago, you were talking about that.
Yep. Hey, Ron, how you doing, buddy? Glad you could make it. Yeah. And hopefully I'll have some new choke tubes for it. I don't like the choke tubes that are in it, so hopefully if everything works out, I'll get some new choke tubes here shortly.
Yeah.
And then I just
fellas, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I may get out here and make some duck calls.
Okay.
Nice meeting.
All right, bub.
Hey, it was great meeting you, Matt. Always a fun
Take care of
time.
yourself, brother. All right, man. Be good.
See ya.
I'm gonna get off
Quick
too. I
question.
finish my paper. It's due tomorrow.
All right, bud. You take care.
You feel like writing any papers? I'd be glad to give you a topic to write on.
I've spent almost 9 hours on the computer today. I do not want to write anything.
leadership class.
That'd be good for you.
Yeah, 2 more semesters. 2 more.
I hear you. All right.
And to think, I put my shirt on to look at that decoy.
That's what I'm saying. Looks like a new one, too.
It is a brand new one.
We got a brand new shirt just to look at a decoy.
I know. Well, it was just because it was right there.
Yeah.
It just came in. So,
All right. Well, I got a couple of questions in here I need to answer. So,
all right.
seeing
y'all.
You take care, RD. Give me a call tomorrow.
All right.
Anti says YouTube sends out no rescue parties for lost subs. That's right, because I had 1950 when I came in, and now I got 1949. So I don't know where my one subscriber went. Ron says, a quick question. Is it necessary to spray golden millet for weed control? I would not, because whatever you're using is more likely going to kill the millet. But I am no farmer. I don't claim to be a farmer, but I would not. That's just me. Now, probably who you need to talk to is Bruce at Foul Play. Oh, man. We got 9 people in here going on an hour and 20 minutes. Probably be on here for a few more. Just kind of curious of what y'all thought about that decoy. Those of y'all that saw the video that Billy posted up. I'm going to try to get a hold of this guy and see if he come up on live with us one night. And maybe we can get some better answers. Maybe we can hear it a little bit better. I don't know yet. So you'll see what happens. I'm gonna try anyway. Ron asked, Tina says, I like that hat. Yeah, this isn't my hat. This is the Binkno Bunch sent me this one. And I was just grabbing a hat today when I to come on here. So do I plant for ducks? No, I don't. I don't have any private property, so I don't plant. And Jeff backed me up and said I would not spray the millet. I think whatever chemical you are going to use, it's going to kill the millet. They're trying to kill the weeds. It's going to be killing the millet as well. And I don't know what kind of weeds you got, but if it's like barnyard grass or springle top or stuff like that, I mean, that's just more food, to be honest. Jeff says, not too keen on that decoy, but that's just me. I can see the motion. I just don't know about the call part of it. I'd probably have to see it up close, right there, maybe on the water, in the woods, back off a distance so I can hear it. That's what I would have to. That's the only way I could give you an honest answer. No, don't spray. 2,4-D can be used, but it will knock back the millet. There you go. I'll pass on if it takes off. We're all going to have one next year. Oh. Ain't that the truth? You'll get about 2 more years out of it, and then the ducks will find it and figure it out and won't come near it. Hey, Mark, yeah, sure. You want to come up? Yeah, come on up. Let me get, I'll put an invite in here. Yeah, I didn't care too much for the sound either, Jay. To be honest. Oh. Oh, man, what a day. I'm sorry about that, fellas. It's been a long day. I don't know if I should reschedule to another day during the week. It's just because Mondays are just so chaotic at work. I'm waiting on you, Mark. Let's see here. Well, Jay, tell me, did you have fun this weekend? I guess I'm still here. Here we go. Well, we got the beard, and then we have the perfect beard, Mark J. Larson.
I don't know about perfect.
It's better looking than mine.
Still working on it. Still letting it grow.
Yeah, I am too. I can't get the curls out of the end of it, so I may have to cut mine to get the curls out.
I don't think cutting it does it, but I don't know. I guess it just depends on who you are.
Yeah.
I just keep letting it grow.
All I know is I yanked out about half of it on this side the other day.
When you were shooting?
Yeah, it got hung up over there, and boy, and I pulled the trigger, and I mean, it was just a handful, and I'm just like, oh.
I had a hard time this year trapping. I mean, I forget that it gets this long, and then every time I go to grab something, I get a handful of beard when I'm pulling up something, and I yanked out a bunch of hair, but I forget it's that long.
Oh man,
I can't use my chest mount on my GoPro no more. Last year it was already in front of that, so now I got to either put my beard in my shirt or use a head mount.
I had to put my beard in my shirt when I eat now.
Yeah. I hear you. It's like a bib.
Oh yeah, I sit there and I take it and then I just tuck it in, and my wife told me the other day we were having spaghetti, and she says, "Do me a favor." I said, "What's that?" She says, "Get up, go wash your face, come back, and tuck that beard in your shirt." I said, "Why?" She goes, "You got spaghetti sauce all in your beard."
I usually don't have that much trouble when I'm eating. It's just like other things, I'm grabbing stuff or picking stuff up and I get a hold of it, and then it hurts a little bit. But I got to stay back when I'm welding or grinding or anything like that. The sparks are scary.
Woof.
Yeah.
Oh man,
How you been, brother?
doing good, man. Just working the little dog, and you know
Dog looks good. Dog looks like she's doing good.
she's coming along. We still got a lot to go.
Well, she's young.
I started her on the whistle this week or last week. So the sit whistle, and today I've started the come whistle. So she's getting, she kind of got a little confused there in the beginning. So all right, Charles, take care of yourself.
First time I've been on a panel with the new everything that I got done here, but I didn't notice that light's putting a glare back there, but
Putting the glare on you. Yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is.
So we started the whistle last week and gave her the hear whistle today, and she was a little confused, So just got, she's got to understand one blast is sit, a shrill is come on.
Hey, Tina.
And then she's really going to get confused when I start the two blast and I'm sending her somewhere. So it's
yeah, I had a German short hair for a long time, and she was a great dog, great hunting dog. I mean, she'd retrieve, but that's a whole different ball of wax when you're water dog and things like that. I mean, she already had. I mean, her instinct was to point and
right.
And and retrieve. But I mean, there was a little bit of fine tuning there, but man, that's a whole different ball of wax when you're talking about a water dog.
Yeah. I'm hoping to take her to Kentucky at the end of January for some bird dog training
with Bicknells.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. They know what they're doing.
They do know what they're doing
for sure.
So I'll get her, and then we, I don't have any property to hunt birds around here, but I'll be able to go to like a hunting preserve and put her on. I'll order 5 or 10 birds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and run her and let her point and
like what kind of birds? Quail? I mean, I heard you say you were gonna take her on quail.
Yeah, quail.
Okay.
But the Binknells, I mean, they got pigeons, and I think he may have some quail.
He probably does. I mean, I see them. I mean, their videos are awesome. I mean, they're short usually, but they're very good. Their dogs are very obedient. They do a great job training. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're working on right now. A lot of obedience.
Yeah, but your dog's still pretty young. I mean, it takes a while. I mean,
yeah, you're
not gonna get the puppy out of them until it's out.
She turned 5 months yesterday.
That's very young.
Yeah, she turned 5 months yesterday, and
I was still trying to get the puppy out of my short hair at 2 years old. I think I finally got it out of her when she was about 12, and then she finally passed away when she was 12. But I mean, she just a puppy, the whole time.
They're wound up dogs. I mean, they are even the wire hairs are. I mean, earlier today, Bougie was running through this house. I'm sitting there trying to work, and you could hear her in the other room, and she's come running through the house, and she hits this hallway. And when she gets to the door, she just leaps. And next thing I got a dog in my lap, tearing up my computer, knocking things over. And
yeah, mine was the same way. But I mean, she settled down, but it wasn't that quick. I mean, early on, it was just like I didn't know what to do with that dog. I mean, I was like, what the hell? You're crazy. And she was crazy. I mean, I got her. She was a year a year old already when I got her, and she had separation anxiety because the owner that had her passed away, and then the people that raised them and bred them gave her to me. We were good friends, and man, if I left, that dog just went berserk. I mean, she was crazy without me, but when I was around, she was fine. But
Jeff is asking, what did I do to start hitting with your 16 gauge? I just shot a lot. Right now, Jeff, it's the choke tubes. I'm thoroughly 100% convinced that it's the choke tubes that I have now. I'm hoping through a contact. I don't want to say too much right now, but I'm hoping to get a new set of choke tubes here in the next couple of months. And I've been assured that they're going to be a lot better. I mean, I personally talked to the guy. I mean, we had a long conversation about it. He actually shot the gun, and we all are in agreement. We think it's the choke tubes. The full choke seems like it shoots the best pattern, but I couldn't hit squat with it. Modified looks like it spreads out even more than the improved, and the improved seems to look like a modified. And I just started keeping the improved in, and I just started just basically trial and error, trying to figure out where I needed to be putting the gun. And before I pulled the trigger, and then I just started connecting. So I'm just hoping that the new choke tubes, I'm quite sure they will, but when I get the new tubes, then I think my percentages are going to go up dramatic.
I even said that to you, and I know you're not going to change from Boss, but I mean, different ammos and different choke tubes, they're always going to shoot different. But
well, most choke tubes are designed for lead and steel, because that's the two most common what they're going to be using. So
that makes sense.
So when you come up with something like Boss, which is bismuth, even though it has a lot of characteristics of lead, it does shoot a little bit different.
That makes sense.
I think that's and different ammo. I mean, just flat out different ammo. I'm not going to go and buy cases upon cases of ammo just to see what works.
No, I totally understand, and I know how much you love the Boss ammo. But Backwoods Barbarian's in here. What's up, brother?
I just saw that. Hey, man, what's going on?
Good to see you, Daniel.
But I'm hoping, these new tubes. I think these new tubes will do the trick, because I've shot these tubes before in other guns, and they seem to pattern a lot better than the factories. So I'm going to go with them.
Good. Yeah, I've done a lot of patterning with mine. I've never shot Boss ammo, but just for like my turkey gun, I mean that Longbeard stuff works awesome in mine. I've killed turkeys, over 2 of them over 50 yards,
right,
with that Longbeard. But I'm gonna have to figure out something for I'm going on a dove hunt. September 1st is our opening day of dove, and I applied for a state hunt, and I got it accepted. I mean, it's a free hunt, but we got to use steel on state ground. So,
right.
I don't know if you could use bismuth on.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, it's a non-toxic.
That's a non-toxic.
Yeah, it's non-toxic, so that's why you can use it for ducks.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to find out, because I'm gonna have to start getting some ammo ready, because it's September 1st is when I go on that hunt. But
right. You're looking at, for bismuth, a box of Boss. The number 7s are still going to be about $30 to $35 a box, and they only come in a box of 20. Yeah, it's.
And I'll probably shoot 100 rounds to get 15 doves. So
yeah.
do the math. It's just still hard to get ammo here.
That's crazy. We have no problems.
Yeah, it's still hard here. I mean, Illinois sucks, but everybody knows that. I just did a really, I mean, it was just off the top of my head idea I had in my head for my kayak, and I videoed it tonight, and it worked out perfect. So that video is coming out Thursday, but I can't believe it worked out as good as I thought I was going to ruin my kayak. I really did.
Oh, wow.
It turned out perfect.
Cool. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. You know how you just get an idea in your head and you're throwing it around a little bit. I actually discussed it with a guy at work that used to actually make bows and arrows for kids, and he made stuff for Ted Nugent and everything. And so he's kind of like an engineer type deal. And I threw it at him, and he gave me a couple ideas, and then I was like, you know what? I think what I'm thinking is going to work. And he did improve it to some extent for the bucket that I did use and whatever I did use, but man, it turned out, I mean, I couldn't be happier.
Cool bean. All right, Greg, have a good night, man. Give me a holler.
See you, Craig. Good to see you, bud.
Oh man. I can't wait to see it, dude. I like it. I mean, you have the knack that you can build stuff. I can't build stuff like that. I can't do it. You give me a hammer and a nail, and I'll tear a wall down.
No, I just said it in the video. I was like, man, I didn't know if I was going to ruin this kayak and you know, I mean, the only way I was going to find out is if I just did it, and I went right to work.
There you go.
I started cutting on it, and it turned out fine. So thank God.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna take it fishing tomorrow.
Okay.
I haven't been on the river. I want to go smallmouth fishing. I haven't been on the small river smallmouth fishing yet this year, and I just been so busy doing every other thing. So
Right.
tomorrow I want to get out smallmouth fishing tomorrow.
I've only been once this summer. Just seems like every time I want to go, something comes up, or it's pouring down rain, or you know. And
last weekend,
to be honest, every time, you know, I'm so involved with this puppy.
Oh yeah.
You know,
that takes a lot of time.
You know,
last weekend I was down here for 3 straight days finishing up this down here, the lair, and then well, 2 weekends ago, I guess, 3 straight days I was down here working on this wall and the ceiling and everything. But then last Saturday, I had a wedding I had to go to, so that pretty much took away my whole day.
Right.
Another fool, but sorry.
All right, Jeff, take care of yourself, man. Thanks for coming in. Another fool, yeah.
It was good friend of mine that I go elk hunting. It was his daughter, and I know her, the guy that she's getting married to. So they're both in the military. They're good kids. So hopefully it works for them.
Yeah. Well, they'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
Oh man, well, buddy, I'm thinking I am probably going to call this. Other than the fact that I can see my eye, I can see myself in the camera. My eyes are starting to close. They're getting tighter and tighter.
All right. Well, thanks for having me up. It's good to see you,
Not a problem,
brother.
dude. And do me a favor, because I am not getting a lot of notifications. Before you do your giveaway, make sure you send me a text or something.
I'll let you know.
So I know that I ain't gonna win nothing because I never do. You'll probably win your own stuff. So
I ain't winning nothing. I'm giving it away. I got so much. I've been wanting to do it for so long, and it's so busy, but I got to do it.
What are your numbers at now?
I'm at 2,100 now, but
Yeah.
I wanted to do one at 1,500, but that hit right in the middle of trapping season. I was so busy trapping, but I need to do it now, so we'll get her done.
Daniel saying, I just got here. Go another 4 hours. Shoot. Dude, I don't even know the world existed in 4 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll be sleeping here in about another hour.
Oh,
so
I am worn slap out.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later, brother. Good to see you.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming up, man.
You got your head on.
I don't even have mine. I
know. I knew you didn't, but I put yours on before I come up.
I appreciate that.
All right. We'll talk to you all later.
All right, man. Take care.
All right. Bye.
All right, guys. I want to thank each and everybody that showed up tonight. I do appreciate it. As always, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. You're the reason why I'm here. So I do appreciate that. Don't have any videos that are coming up anytime soon. Just little shorts here and there. Bougie. That's probably all I'm going to be doing for the next couple of weeks. And that's just because it's just that time of year and there's really not a lot going on. But anyway, we're still going to be here on Monday nights. Next Monday may be a little bit different. I think RD Reynolds is going to be going live and he's going to have 2 other South Carolina YouTubers with him. And I may go on to his live. So I may start this at 8:00 and then we go over to his channel at 9:00. I think it's going to be Monday. We'll kind of do a raid. So they're going to be talking about some stuff that's going on in South Carolina and what their YouTube channels are. And they're talking about doing like a YouTuber and subscriber rendezvous, which should be coming up in October. And so that's what they're going to be talking about. So y'all please come and join us, while we talk about that and do some other things. But it should be nothing but South Carolina YouTubers. So anyway, guys, appreciate y'all coming in. Anti, thank you for everything you've done tonight. Tina, same thing. Thank you for everything that y'all have done tonight. The rest of y'all, just thank y'all for being here. Anyway, we will see y'all next time. Daddy Duck 365. Y'all have a good night.